Oh, hello. What is this? Heroes Return, you say? All right, well, let's check it out. We got a new banner today, apparently. Okay, so Heroes Return. I'm guessing this is Ascendeds, Aideds, Rearms, etc., etc. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, this is kind of dated. Yeah, so I was kind of hoping that Tharja and Noir would have been on this banner, but it looks like they're not. So they always do these banners, the new Heroes Return, with all of the characters that are in limbo, so to speak. Like the Ascendeds, the Aideds, the Rearms, and so on and so forth. All those special heroes that, for whatever reason, were not allowed to pull on regular old banners as, like, just pity breaks or whatever. So, what do we got going on here? Let's take a look at this. So, starting us off on red, we have the Aided Dagger. Now, Aided heroes aren't really all that great. The Aided Blessing is really not that good. And in particular, this Dagger herself is also kind of fallen off a bit. There's not really much point in Pathfinder right now. And also, I mean, even firm Canto Curb, believe it or not, isn't really all that desirable now when you can just essentially give anyone Canto control with the Corrin Ring, right? So, like, kind of hard to say, but this Dagger has lost a lot of her purpose. Okay, then she is color sharing with Hector, who is probably the most valuable unit on this banner. No, certainly not probably. He is the most valuable unit on the banner. He can still do some stuff for sure. You want to, at this point, you want to give him, like, Shield Fighter and also Hardy Bearings so he can actually tank. And then, like, just Pavis or Aegis, whichever you prefer for whichever save style you're going to go for, if near or if far. And then he just sets up his stone tiles like a boss, which is always going to be valuable. Like, terrain control is more important now than it's ever been. So Hector being able to do that is very good, while doubling as a pretty solid armored unit as well. He does have color advantage against Baby Camilla as well, which can work out in his favor, because if you're running Hardy Bearing and then you've got Shield Fighter on this guy, Camilla can really struggle to get rid of him. So, yeah, he's not bad. He's certainly the best unit on the banner. It just sucks that he's not color shared with another Arcane or Rearmed hero, so you could have two potential fodder banks here, but I guess it is what it is. All right, next up on blue, we have Nell, who is a pretty good fodder unit. Lots of good dragon skills here. I would still say Arcane Fell Arts is probably the best overall inheritable dragon weapon. So good for your arena dragons like New Year Kanas and also the special secondary Fallen Grima that we got on the second Fallen banner this year. Dragon's Roar is okay, but there's also Ice Wall and Flame Wall you could give to Nell now to use as skill fodder. And there's also Dragon Flame as well from the Attuned Tiki. So those are options. Edge Scale is fine, but if you're playing for Arena, you may want High Dragon Wall for the scoring, and then Barricade is just pretty good too. So a really good fodder bank. Access to a lot of good skills for dragons there. All right, then we have Nuibaba, who is color sharing. Pretty solid overall in terms of just base kit. Times Pulse Helm is solid. Sly Mirror is solid. I wish she had a better special, but you're free to give her Ice Wall or Flame... Well, I mean, this unit wouldn't use Flame Wall, but you feel free to give her Ice Wall if you want to have her use it and then give it to other characters. And then Arcane Medusa. How good is this? Just Anathema to the unit. Why couldn't we give it to allies in two spaces also? Because Anathema is one of those effects that gets better when you're stacking it on a lot of characters. Yeah, then we got True Damage, and not just True Damage, but also on AoEs, which can be good. A little bit of flat DR there, 7 points on the first attack. And then we get the special ramp before our first attack. It's okay. I mean, we certainly have far superior weapons, unfortunately, but not so much for tomes. I feel like we haven't had a really good inheritable tome in quite some time. So we are probably a little overdue for that. Overall, though, I mean, Nuibaba is just a good fodder bank unit. Can't really say anything bad about her for that, and the same goes for Nell. So, yeah, I like... Theoretically, it all just depends on what you've already given these characters, but it's never a bad thing to summon an arcane or a attuned hero, because they're just going to allow you to duplicate fodder. All right, then on green, we've got Erica, who is very pointless right now. Like, you don't want a Vantage tank anymore. I mean, there are rare units that can do it, like the Duo Marth, but the way that Erica is trying to Vantage tank is probably not going to work right now. So, yeah, not so great. Her Echo skill, Null Sea Disrupt, can still work out pretty fine on certain units. Distant Bonus Doubler has fallen off. Times Pulse 4 has like 50 big brothers right now. And then Gust, I guess, is okay, but there's certainly better options. So, yeah, not really much to say about Erica other than she's a fodder bank. And we have this Azura over here, who is also a pretty solid fodder bank. Not really that great of a dancer, though, considering some of the recent dancers we've gotten. Like the Plumeria on the Halloween banner is... Not Plumeria, the, who was it? Peony, right? The Pumpkin Peony. She's a really good dancer, and then she's basically like a side option to the Duo Plumeria if you don't have them. Like, those are the primary dancers you may want to go for, and Legendary Ninian as well now with her remix. More so than just this Azura, who doesn't re-up Kanto when she refreshes or anything like that. So, yeah, kind of unfortunate, but at the end of the day, I guess she is still a fodder bank, so that's good. And then on Colorless, this is a massive RIP. We have Gugu Gaga, and then we have Tana. Yeah, some very, very dated choices here. This is really, like, scratching my head here. Why didn't they put Darja and Noir on here? Would have definitely made the banner a lot spicier. Or at least give Hector a better partner than Dag. Like, why is the one aided hero on the banner got to be color sharing with the most desirable character? That's definitely some strategic color sharing on Insys's part. All right, let's go ahead and knock out the freebie. I would say you don't really need to summon on this whatsoever, unless you're specifically going for a fodder bank that you've already built up. So what do I want on this banner? I don't even know, man. I guess we'll go for red, whatever. It's like a 50-50 if we get Hector, but... yeah, there was no way in the world I was getting Hector here. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything to say about this banner. Not really too crazy, but if you've already decked out one of these characters with some crazy fodder, then getting another merge for reactivating that fodder is definitely good. So, yeah, this is your boy Tacho signing out. I would definitely save up. We're coming near the end of the month, so we're going to be getting the next end-of-month banner, and I'm predicting we may be getting Valley or... Heimdallr, or even both of them. And they both seem like they have very interesting effects with, like, the infinite miracle shenanigans with Valley, or the end enemy, like, attack action with Heimdallr. That seems pretty cool. So, yeah, those are the units you may want to save up for, as opposed to just going for fodder banks right now. So, this is your boy Tacho signing out. Take care, guys, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.